Baby, be in love with your fantasies. I can be a star, make a sky so bright. Welcome to my dungeon, this is ecstasy. Let me play the fantasy.
Whoa!
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Asia.
And it's your boy, BJ, and we back like we never left. The last time we pulled up with a Gen Z video, I was completely appalled in regards to these questions that were asked, that some of them completely had no idea what some of these things were, and it's like
some of the most simple questions.
Our fourth grade child, she knows some of these questions, and I just felt like the last video that our school system is failing our youth, especially the Gen Zs, and we finna check it out again, and hopefully there's a better outcome.
Yeah. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join the family. Whose channel is this? This is
We Are the World.
Fleckus Talks. Oh, okay. It's Fleckus Talks.
We are the children. We gotta take care of them, y'all.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So this is what?
Gen Z can't answer the most basic questions, and is our educational system failing us?
Okay.
Let's check it out.
Here we go.
How many moons does the Earth have?
6.
Yes. Do you know how many people are in the USA?
3 billion?
Yes. Do you know who fought in the Civil War?
Who fought in the Civil War?
Yeah.
It was us against the Soviets.
Yes. Do you know how many states there are?
There's a star for each state, so 51.
Yes. How many people are on Earth? Around how many, if you had to guess?
I don't know, 200 trillion, something like that.
How many states make up the United States? Around how many?
13.
Yes. Do you know how many stars are on the U.S. flag?
50.
Do you know what the stars stand for?
No.
Take a guess.
The number of laws, I have no. I was right?
Yes. You just guessed?
Yeah.
Around how many people would you say live on Earth?
On Earth,
Yeah.
8 million.
Million or billion?
8 million.
Yes. Do you know when the War of 1812 was? Like, was it a while ago?
Wait.
That's a
Okay,
trick
wait.
question.
Yeah, this is a trick question right
When
here.
was the War of 1812?
Look at his face.
World War II.
Yeah, give me a year. The War of 1812.
Oh,
You heard of that one?
yeah, that's like the 1980s. No,
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Do you know what country we gained our independence from?
France?
Yes. How many people are on Earth?
I have no idea.
Around how many, if you had to guess?
Couple trillion?
Yes. How many
Sheesh.
states make up the USA?
55.
Do you know what the letter O on the periodic table stands for?
Oh, come on.
Take a guess. What do you think it stands for?
Octopus.
Yes.
That was good. He said, what does O stand for on the periodic table? He said, octopus.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I can. You know what's disturbing about this is that these are young generational type of people. These are the kids that are supposed to be coming up to rule the world when we are gone. Okay, like that's a problem. You know, but I feel like the biggest issue is that this is a good example of what our school systems are doing to our children, and the other part of that is like I feel like there's a good intention behind, dare I might say the government, whoever is in charge of like the school system, to say the least, but behind that is allowing this to go on because it's easier to manipulate people who are not as educated or not, that don't know what it is that they're doing. Like you can manipulate anything if they're not educated in something or they lack thereof,
Well, he's showing it right now because whenever they say something, he's like, "Yeah, you're right,"
Exactly.
and they don't even know it.
They're
still clueless.
It's a very crazy manipulating tactic. But if I were wanting to make something happen and do it over a time frame where it's not necessarily noticeable, where everything is kind of still blindly being placed in front of you, that would be the perfect way to do something like that, is to be like, oh, okay, no, just let everybody pass. Everybody should pass every grade, regardless of how bad they do and how bad their grades are. Everybody should pass. So eventually I have the ability to manipulate these same people to do what I want them to do, because I now have the power over their punitive brains to allow them to think for themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
and not just that, but
it doesn't take a lot of effort to do that.
With a lot of like the Gen Zs that I'm seeing like nowadays, like even with the school system, like the school system is completely different than it was 20 years ago, obviously. And now it just seems like now when you throw in the fray of how they learn, I think a lot of it has to do with how they're learning now, because the curriculum has changed to a degree, but the way that they're learning is completely different than how me and you were learning 20 years ago.
Right.
And I don't think that it's going in the right direction if they're learning the way that they're learning, because I've seen some of the curriculum and I'm just like, wow, it just raises question marks.
Yeah.
Do you know what the third month of each year is?
February.
Yes. Do you know what year the War of 1812 was?
I'm going to say 1825 maybe.
Yes. Do you know what 3 times 3 times 3 is?
3 times 3 is 6. 6 times 3, 18?
Yes. Do you know what day we celebrate our Day of Independence here in America?
July 24th.
Do you know what language the people who live in Idaho speak?
No.
What language do you think they speak? Like, what do they sound like they speak?
I never heard them talk, so I don't know.
Do you know what century we're in?
20th? Wait. I don't know.
Yes. What country is Mount Rushmore in?
Russia.
Yes. Can you name one country in Asia?
Tokyo.
How many dimes make up $1?
How many dimes?
Yeah.
25.
Yes.
I know that I figured this right, because you know doggone well they're not teaching kids how to count money no more. They probably did away with that about 10, 15 years ago at least. At least.
But that.
Remember, we used to have to sit down.
We
had to sit down, and it was in depth. It was more in detail.
Yes.
I feel like now they're learning from the tablet and things of that nature. Everything is too virtual. I need some hands on.
Right, I agree.
Because if this is part of where our generation is going, the generation that's following us, I just feel like it's going to be a lot of misguided people, more misguided people than there are now.
Yeah.
Nice. How many states make up the United States?
52.
Yes. How many cents are in $1?
How many cents are $1?
Yeah.
1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 6.
Yes. Do you know what country we gained our independence from?
Mexico, right? No, that's so wrong. Russia, no.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes.
What's your final guess?
Canada, I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what two countries border the U.S.?
Nah, I don't.
Like touch the U.S., above us and below us. Take a guess, some countries.
Countries?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I don't even know my countries.
What country is Hawaii in?
Hawaii is its own country. No, it's not its own country. It's not a country.
What country is it in? Maybe that's a guess. Guess a country. You know this.
Fuck, it's in that Spanish shit.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
South America? I don't know. South America, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. Do you know how many minutes make up 1 hour?
See, let me tell y'all something. My math be a little bit fucked up, so you have to give
You
me
need
a
to speak into the mic so they can hear.
My math, I haven't been to school in a minute. I finished college, but I just haven't been to school. So,
Yeah, it's all good.
yeah, y'all gonna have to ask me a different question.
Do you know what country Hawaii?
Maybe he just didn't understand the actual question. Even though he asked it to him, maybe he just maybe he needed to ask it maybe 3 or 4 more times for the light bulb to go off. Maybe.
Wow.
Yes. Think so? Maybe. Okay.
So,
good.
yeah, y'all gonna have to ask me a different question.
Do you know what country Hawaii is in?
Country Hawaii. Is
Somebody got to get this.
If you had to guess.
I think Hawaii is its own country.
Yeah. Do you know when we celebrate America's independence?
July 1st.
July what?
July 1st.
Yes. Do you know what year the U.S. was founded?
1827.
Yes.
She just
Who
got
fought
she
in the
said
Civil War?
1827.
As in, like, shooting range or, like, fighting? Shooting range. The army and, wait, what you mean? The first Civil War, second, third? You never know. So, like, which one are you talking about?
The Civil War.
Alright. If you want to get technical, I
Against?
think it was the Iraq. U.S. against the Iraq, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. What's 7 times 3?
Why are you doing this to me? Why do I have to go through this?
No, around what is that? Yes.
105.
Say again, I'm sorry.
105, I guess.
Yes. What's
Look at your face. Look at your face right now.
I mean, the fact that he said he
said he
graduated
went to college. I know.
So
I know.
I'm like,
So I had a little more faith that he was gonna bounce back from that last question, and he didn't bounce back. He bounced down. He didn't bounce back.
okay,
He bounced out.
yeah.
3 times 3 times 3?
3 times 3
Screaming.
times 3. 3, 6, 9.
If you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be today?
13.
10 years ago. So if you were born in 2012, how old would you be?
13.
Yes. How many days make up 1 year?
How many days? 31.
Yes. In 1 year?
In 1 year? Oh no. Oh wait. A day make up 1 year.
No.
Around how
way.
many?
Like the whole year, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It's gotta be like 100 years.
Come on, brother. Come on, my young brother. What is in that bottle that he has?
What did he say? How many days are in every year? In the year,
How many
right?
days is in the year? And he said like 10 years. He said 10 years.
That means that we never gonna grow old, okay?
I don't know.
Never, ever.
I got a
Ever.
question though. I do have a question. Do you think it's the individuals or do you think it's an accumulation of Generation Z and kind of the upbringing and how they coming up in the school system and things that they're learning? Or do you think this is just like an isolated?
No.
You don't think this is like just an isolated incident?
I don't think it's an isolated incident.
It could be an isolated incident.
It's too many people that he asked, like random people, to ask these simple questions to that couldn't answer the question. And the fact that they can't answer like simple questions, very simple
How many
questions
dimes?
are in $1. How many cents make up $1? And you can't name it. He literally said, what did he say? 5, 10, 50, and 100.
106 or something. Yeah, he went.
How many?
He went for the gusto on
How
that.
many states are in the Oh gosh, y'all, I can't. I
know, but you gotta calm down because you're gonna get a migraine. You know, your head gonna start hurting.
I think that it has a
Telling
lot to
you.
do with like the school system and how like the upbringing of like how the school system has changed. I'm telling you, I feel like personally, the easiest way to manipulate people in general is to not give them the proper education that they need to be able to make those type of like to know that stuff, to be able to make those decisions. Like I would go further, but I feel like it would just start becoming offensive. But I feel like, to some degree,
basically what you're saying, knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Key.
Yeah. Anything
Absolutely.
that you want to hide, put it in a book. And that's one thing that they don't even get. Our kids don't even have books.
Exactly.
They don't have books.
They don't have books, and really like the teaching style. Like if you really pay attention to the teaching style over the last 20 years, it's changed like so much. Especially like with the hands-on thing. It's like now when kids go to school, it's like they want to have them operate from iPads and from the laptop.
Well, because not even that, but if you think about like what happened 2 years ago, and our kids were at home and they were doing virtual schooling. To me, it was a joke. It was 1,000% a joke because one, they know for sure. Granted, our daughter at the time was in second grade, so. We're having to, you know what I mean, work a full-time job, working our job, and we're also supposed to help them do what they need to do as well, keep up with everything that they have going on as well. How do you make that possible when you're supposed to be providing for your home and they're telling you that your kid has to be at school learning? Like, I know for a fact, I know for me personally, I was so irritated by the end of the school year because I was so scared that our kids didn't learn enough, if I'm being completely honest, because I felt like, she would be sitting there, twirling her feet, kicking her thumbs, whatever, looking at the birds fly through the window. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, even with that, it was very, very tough kind of seeing that how the virtual learning actually went. It like you said, it was a joke. Kids weren't learning anything.
And it made me so nervous. Even for them to go to the next grade, I'm like, she's not ready. Like, I thoroughly felt like she just wasn't ready. And it wasn't by fault of either one of us. Or with even the teachers, per se. Because they can only do so much being that they're behind a computer screen with, 20-something kids sitting all there together, all watching what's going on at the same time. So it's just like, to me, I didn't feel like, I don't know. I can only speak for us. I just felt like the school system is some kind of way. Granted, I feel like they didn't know what else to do, if I'm being completely honest, in that particular situation. Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, are we gonna get that time back? Are they gonna come back and fix what has been done? Because at that point, I mean, shoot, she went to the next grade. It was like, okay, next grade. Yeah. Like, she didn't learn anything in the second. Yeah. So, I mean, all that to say, I'm just like, if the school system is already just kind of like, oh, well, so to speak, I can only imagine how it gets as you get older, especially when you get older kids, kids that are actually going to class every day nowadays that don't do anything because it's just like, oh, well, because they're going to pass anyway. And they know they're going to pass anyway. So it's like, why put in all the stress and the work and the everything else that comes with it, because I'm going to pass no matter what. No matter what.
At the end of the day.
So I don't know. That's why I'm just like, I don't know who to point the finger at in particular, but I do feel like some kind of way our school systems have not
They're
been
failing
up
our
to
children
par.
At the end of the day. They are failing our children.
Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
my little 2 cents about that, because I still feel a way about that. And shoot, that's been 2 years now, and I still feel like we're somewhat still playing catch up to that. Like
you are, and you still feel it.
Yeah, absolutely, I do. Because there's some things like I feel like just in general conversations with our kids, and I'm just like, they should know that already. But because they had to be at home, and it was like, oh, we're only logged in for an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 in the daytime, whatever it was something. I'm like, what kind of schooling is this? Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Tough.
It was very tough. It was tough to see. It was tough to like endure it, like to even like, and it was stressful. To me, it was stressful. It was stress on us because obviously we see what's happening, like to our child, literally watching it every single day. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't know what they're going to be able to do, but I do know that if they continue to go down this path, that it's going to mess a lot of things up for a lot of people, even through their adulthood, because of how they were brought up through school. Yeah,
I agree.
That's it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I mean, and again, like from this video, it's like you're seeing it right now. You're seeing it play out even with our young adults. So it's like man, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
So, man, y'all drop a comment. Let us know what y'all think about our Generation Z, where we going, where we headed, and, hey, if we can correct it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Homeschooling. That's probably going to be the ultimate answer for the people who can in private schools. That's where I feel like people will excel most, is because they'll get that independent independent schooling and learning hands-on, or you'll get into a private school where it's a very small group of children that are learning really, a lot of in-depth, comprehensive type of
just one-on-one, you know what I mean?
Learning. Yeah. So, hey, that's all I got to say about that. But if y'all enjoyed this video, be sure you give us a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Sorry, babe, I'll probably talk you out of this. And if ain't nobody else told you, I love you. And we're going to see y'all in the next video, y'all.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
Yeah. Bye.